Hi there, and welcome to Fitness Online with Steve. My name's Steve Thomas, and in today's episode with the assistance of Claudia, I'm going to be showing you how you can use free weights in your workout routine. But first things first, safety. If you suffer from any medical conditions or have any injuries, please consult a doctor before taking part. In today's workout, Claudia will be doing the easier alternative, and I'll be doing the slightly harder alternative. So remember, listen to your body and work at the pace where you feel comfortable. So, are you ready to get fit with Steve? We'll see you on the other side.
The first exercise we're starting off with is called a bicep curl. So we're going to have the feet hip width apart, just like Claudia, knees nice and soft. If you're using a slightly heavier weight, you can have one leg behind, just like myself. Okay, so we're curling the weight just up and down, keeping the elbows nice and close to the hips. So just control it. Always make sure that there's sufficient resistance on the way up and on the way down. Try not to rock. Just control that movement. Chest up, shoulders relax. So again, working the biceps, the front of the upper arm. Excellent. Most of these exercises we're going to be doing 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 sets. This next exercise is called an upright row. It's going to be working the shoulders. So overhand grip, and we're going to bend the elbows and bring the weights just underneath the chin. That's good. So keeping the chest up, shoulders relaxed. Again, try not to lock out the elbows when you extend the arms down, and always making sure that there's sufficient resistance there. That's good. Good back position. Keep the tummy nice and tight. That's good. Try not to rock all the way there. So again, we're working our shoulders here. Keep it working. So again, 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Here we're moving on, still working the shoulders. This is called a shoulder press. Now we're going to extend the weight over the head, trying to ensure that the weight doesn't touch. Claudia's doing a slightly easier version by just going up and down, and I'm making it a little bit harder by bringing it over the top of my head and squeezing it in, but again, importantly, not making sure that the weights don't touch. Again, working your shoulders and the back of your arms and triceps. So really keep it working. Excellent. This next exercise is called a squat. So here we're working the front of your thighs, your quadriceps, your backside called the glutes, and also the hips. Claudia is using a narrow leg squat position, so the feet hip width apart, knees bent, and I'm using a wide leg stance position. On both exercises we lower ourselves down towards the floor, and then we use the quadriceps, the big muscles in front of the thighs, to push up. So again, keep the back nice and strong. Make sure there's good alignment with the knees and the feet. The next exercise we're performing is called a lunge. So again, we work in the front of the thighs, the backside and the hips. From a neutral position, we take one step forward, make sure the foot is planted firmly into the floor, use the power of the front of the legs, the quadriceps, to push up. That's good. Back to that position. Now here, Claudia's doing a slightly easier position by just keeping the weights by her side, and I'm making it a little bit more advanced by bringing in a bicep curl, so I'm working the front of the arms as well as the quadriceps. So again, on both exercises, one step forward, push back with the quadriceps, and back to the neutral position. Excellent. This exercise is called a lateral raise. So here we're using the weight and we're lifting the weight up just to shoulder level. What you want to try and do is ensure that the weights don't touch. Just control it up and control it down. That's good. Back nice and strong. Again, 2 different positions here. You can either have a narrow leg stance like Claudia, or you find any pressure on the back lifting a heavier weight, always take one leg behind. That's good. Don't forget to breathe. So again, 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 sets on all these exercises. This exercise is called a calf raise. So Claudia's going to have the weights by her side, just the easier option there. So again, pushing off the toes. That's good. Just hold the position and then back down. And I'm using a slightly harder version by relaxing the weights on top of my shoulders. Again, you always want to try and maintain good balance on this one. So just up and down, working the gastrocnemius muscles. This is the back of the lower leg. Excellent. Here we're doing a tricep kickback. So this is working the 3 big muscles at the back of the upper arm. These are called the tricep muscles. So again, we're just using our elbows like a hinge joint. We want to make sure that our elbows are around shoulder level. We're going to extend the arms up and then back. So up and then back. So again, just extend it out. Again, really work it on the way out, because that's where you're controlling it and working that muscle. All the way there. Excellent. Don't forget to change over arm. So again, nice wide leg stance. Back nice and strong. Keeping that elbow in the same position. Just take that weight back. Now on this one, it's very important that you don't try and use momentum or try and exaggerate the movement. Just a smooth control movement. Keep it working. That's good. So again, working the triceps, the big 3 muscles at the back of the upper arm. Excellent. This exercise is called a cheated row. So again, with a nice wide stance, one leg behind the other, we're going to just bend the elbows and raise the weight up so it's brushing across the side of the chest. So just up and down. So it's a bit like a rowing movement, up and down, or soaring action. Let's keep it going all the way there. Keep it going, that's good. Don't forget to change the opposite leg and the opposite arm here, and then up and down. Elbows nice and high. You can use that hand on opposite leg just for support. That's good. Back nice and strong, doing really good here. Working the side of the chest here, latissimus dorsi. Also working the biceps when we're bending the elbows, and working the triceps when we're extending the arm. Here we're working the triceps, the back of the upper arm again. This is called a tricep overhead push. So what we're going to do, we're just going to extend the weight over our head. Now it's best to use single weights here. Just use a manageable weight where you feel comfortable. Try not to rock on this. Again, Claudia's using a narrow leg stance. I'm using a slightly wider leg stance with 1 foot behind. Again, just control it. Try not to exaggerate that movement. Really working the back of the upper arms there, the triceps. Brilliant. This exercise is called a frontal raise. So again, we're working our deltoids. This is called our shoulders. So now what we're doing here, you can just alternate it, one arm at a time, just to shoulder level. Again, just to where you feel comfortable. Use a nice manageable weight, and again 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 sets. When you progress on, you can probably try and do it with 2 weights at the same time. So just up to shoulder level, control it. Don't forget to focus on that breathing. Excellent. You've been working very hard with Steve today, and hope to see you in the next episode. Take care.